Okay.
Sorry.
So that happened to happen. Everyone gets back in the wagon. They go ahead and go for a maybe 4 or 5 more hours. He said, and he would stop and say, "Yeah, we probably should set up camp." The sun's still like dead in the middle of the sky, if you can see through partings. What? Oh, nice.
Would I know why the sun's just still standing there in the middle of the sky and hardly moved?
You mainly did research about the Feywild animals, not necessarily the broader scopes.
I'm asking him, with his expertise knowledge, better place to set up tent, because I'm not just going to throw it down randomly.
Yeah.
He knows Erie better than I do, so I'm going with his word on this.
Yeah.
He says,
I'm looking for safety. I want to make sure we accomplish the goal that is set out.
I actually...
Humor aside.
he says, we are considering that and where we're setting down. They're going to be in a clearing that is very awkwardly circular. He says, we're going to go here. We're going to park the wagons north and south. We're going to have posts east and west. We're going to have the fire in between so we have visual. Just try to park in between the fire and the wagons, and we'll have better sight on whatever gets near us if they get near us.
I'm starting to think the sun doesn't go down here.
He'll go to you and say,
spot.
In forests like this, I mean, it sunsets earlier than you expect. Is anyone going to assist them in setting up fire camping?
What does Druidcraft do again?
Let me see the thing. I think it's mild stuff, to be honest.
I transmutate a bit of like the dirt
You do a
into coal.
Transmute what into coal?
The ground around, like, into coal.
And says, that's a good way to start things. You do a harmless sensory effect with it, with the weather, will be with the location. Again, golden orb of light for clear skies, clouds of rain, snow effect. It lasts 1 round though. Like, here's a mist and stuff like that.
Hey.
But a round is only 5 seconds. 5-6 seconds. That's actually very short. Oh, full round. Maybe not. So you transmute that. You're helping them with the fire.
Doing my part.
There's some tarps that go up because they've provided some camp.
I'm going
I got
to
my own
gather...
I pull out my backpack.
And while I'm at it, I'm also like sticking like glances outside of like the area as well.
I'm going to gather...
just to see if there's any more creatures I can find.
I'm going to gather wood from the tree line. Just the tree line. Not, to gather any sticks. Yeah.
Since you have went into the Feywild, you have felt a lot closer with Yeats were eaten.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like there was an oppressive, like a suppression while you were within the elven town, but there has been more, and you can tell like that's his handiwork as there's been
Piles of wood.
Yeah.
Hold on, there's something I need to try. I try sending stone in this world to send like a brief message, maybe to like Rain.
Actually, I didn't get to ask you what the first message to Rain was. It's 25 words. First message and then this message then.
That's what busting up the flailing or for.
How close? How classes go? Good? No? Question mark.
You would have had a sending stone as steep learning curve. Getting it. Lady Weaver is helping.
This was a level 1 spell, by the way, the Purified Food.
Okay, thanks for telling me. You're doing, is that the one in the Feywild where, because you could do one for today, because I know you were saying you wanted to.
Like another, did I receive anything back from her in that time period?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. She would have said steep learning curve. Steep learning curve. That's syllables. Lady Weaver is helping. That's about it. that was a teacher that you saw that was, that's all she would have explained, but you saw that was uniquely a drow, one of the only drow in the entire city. Completely jet black skin, white hair.
That one girl in background when the exam happened.
Yeah, that was one of the teachers. Okay.
Seems like a nice person.
You'd send back?
Yep.
So, setting up camp. Is there anything anybody wants to do at the camp? Any particular things you need to do?
While I'm here, look around at the plants and see if there's any like unique plants that I recognize. I'm going to roll a 20. 12.
You happen to see that there's some unique ferns that have predatory aspects to them, where part of their leaves fold and close onto certain bugs that come by, almost like a Venus, and then the whole thing would go roll up.
Oh, like a honeysuckle.
Honeydew.
Or
Yeah. You were looking for any wildlife.
yeah.
You do see along the tree line as the fire is getting set up and whatnot. You see very plump-looking birds with large beaks, kind of waddle up a fallen log and go into the brush. They seem to be small in size, but they seem to not be flight birds. They seem to be plump and.
I go ahead and
See,
try
like, two
to
of them.
peer around, like to see what they're up to, but not really trying to catch my attention.
They're kind of like waddling around, similar to penguins, and just kind of off a trail.
On a trail.
Not a trail, but like a pathway that they've regulared. And then suddenly, it kind of starts to go overcast a bit. You see a dimming in the light, which you haven't. And I guess most of you would look up, and there isn't clouds in the way, as you literally see the sun physically rotating. And there's the moon on the other side.
What?
And night falls, and it's a full moon, though.
That's
Just
hilarious.
flips.
Man, this is my old.
Wild magic.
And Gerald's like, it never gets old.
A place like this would
This
be more
guy-
my style.
Party life. Oh! And,
Are they going to be cooking since they have a fire and everything?
and it's Gerald, yes.
Yes. That's why I was curious about that. I'm gonna be like, I got
He was like,
4 potatoes for you, sir, to add into the dish.
Joshua was like, dude.
You disappoint me at a certain level.
Yeah, he's looking at these and like, this will definitely go well. He
Big potatoes.
there's a pot going on, and he'll go and throw them up, and with like a little knife, he go as it's falling, because it's
What?
gourmand.
Does it go chink?
Chink.
Has a little Perry knife for
And I
it.
just stare down at the one potato that I have in my
stuff that I
hand, and
don't
I just
even
begin
know
like
what.
painting a face on it.
It does. I have like 10 potions and I don't know what it does.
You have 10 potions?
He has 10 potions.
Of what?
I don't know.
I have no idea when you would have been
What?
able to buy potions. This would have been back in Docktown.
Yeah, I would have gathered it.
I have no idea what. It's so. I'm going to have to.
identify them for you.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. We
I
don't
can
know.
drink them all in one sitting and see what happens. I might
I have
Potion
4
mixability.
fire
You just explode.
resistance.
that, or I just Hulk out.
I think you definitely have potions of fire resistance because you did the whole magma
Yeah.
thing. But I don't think you had 10.
I have 10 of something.
Yeah, you have 10 of something. Gerald's going to say, so who is going to take first watch?
Oh, well. I guess.
Okay,
So
so
we-
first 2 hours. 2 hours. Who's getting last watch, you would say?
Me.
You. Okay, so So, he'd be like, well, actually, I didn't even talk about the food.
Yeah.
Of course, he's going to be having. It would be kind of a clam stew of some sort. He's going to have a huge bowl-shaped clam, and potatoes, onions, some citrus fruit of some sort, and he would be scooping it up, and he would hand it to all of you guys to eat. Then he would have asked about who's taking watch once people have finished, and you will go ahead and start first. I'm going to have you roll for encountering things.
Okay. What do I
Just
roll?
D20.
Oh.
Straight D20 roll. D20, not 20 dice.
What is the match number I want to avoid? Well, there's a 5. But I am in with this shadow. 14 for. I've been staying hidden while
Whatever's
on watch. But
not gonna notice.
And
But
I do have this thing out
The
still
bear's
as
still
well.
out. Okay.
Yes.
Bear on watch.
so about an hour in, you
Hidden with you.
see
Yeah, done.
about a 2-foot bird come out of the clearing, and it's waddling around, has a huge beak for everybody at home. It is essentially a dodo. You see it wander up into camp, start pecking at some supplies.
Back to Dodo.
Throwing dagger.
Oh,
Okay.
that Dodo, no.
Okay. That's
Me?
breakfast.
That is breakfast. You're right.
Because I am concealed, I am using dagger with. Do I roll 2d20? Sorry, I'm.
Or you're asking if you happen to have an advantage at the circumstance. Again, you have nothing.
I know
because
I
of
get my-
concealment
I
as
know
a
my
sneak
sneak
attack. He would not be aware of you. This dodo is not aware. It is currently trying to get some leftovers or whatnot. So go ahead, and I'll give you advantage because of that. Is my feast for famine, huh?
Describe the kill.
Yeah.
Describe
this
how
is-
you're gonna kill it.
I took a dagger and went through it.
Yeah.
That's what daggers are for.
He hit it on the head.
Through it? Or
Through the dagger.
Through the dagger, but because this is going to kill it, I don't see a world where doubling your damage is not going to do enough.
I mean, dagger does
Do it.
1d4 plus 3 to start with for me. Well, probably not the plus 3 because of strength. No? Yeah,
That would be probably your dex because of
that's
finesse.
right, dex.
Your dex is.
Yeah, 1d4 plus 3 straight up for a dagger.
You would definitely kill. You don't even have to roll because it would have like a max of 6 HP.
Yeah,
You want to describe in which how the dagger hits and kills the. No, just
perfect chicken with a head cut off routine.
slices.
flops around a little bit, falls over.
Blood eye gets filling.
I then go over, retrieve my dagger, get it, wrap it up, stow it away for the morning so it's no sight, no scent, no mess, no muss.
Yeah, I just thought of something funny. What if, like, the chef guy just sleepwalks cooks in the middle of the night, cooking with the walk? That would have been hilarious.
That would have been one. This has you clearly hear a couple more of these that were out near the shear line, and you see them put their heads up whoop, and kind of go the opposite way.
No, they follow the leader lemmingly wise. Gotcha.
So that is your watch, and you can go ahead and get the rest of your 6 hours sleep.
I'm letting the next individual know that there were tasty chickens around.
Okay.
Okay, so Mr. Shambles, go ahead and give me a straight D20 roll to see what may befall.
Bear also goes
18.
bye-bye.
The bear goes to sleep too?
No, goes bye-bye. Disappears.
Oh, it poofed.
Yes. So at an 18, you seem to have a rather calm night. You see fireflies and you watch a shooting star go across the sky. It seems to be an uneventful night. You do happen to see the skull left to prove that there were tasty chickens, but it seems to not be as eventful. Now, Rails.
I
You would
also
wake up.
passed the word on. There was tasty chickens.
I didn't eat it. I stowed it for
Yes.
later.
There happens to be the head of the chicken if you wish to use to store.
I'll go ahead and take the head.
Take a
Nice.
whole Dodo's head, okay? Because it would help for summoning undead.
Alright.
Summon the chicken. The skeleton bones start moving
3.
in his backpack.
Okay. A 3. Well,
Lower is worse, huh? Or it's already randomly set up there on your little laptop.
And what else would it be under?
no, it was a straight roll.
Oh, just
There is
straight.
nothing to help you now. You are doomed.
Okay.
So note to self: put reflective material on the filing cabinet.
So now there's like a horde of goblins attacking.
Yes.
Okay, so they were indeed right. There seems to be more. After about 30 minutes of this note, you happen to see 3 more dodos popping up around camp.
What's with the Dodo?
One happens to have a darker purple tone. The rest of them have rather muted browns.
Muted browns and
Yeah.
otherwise a dark purple one.
Okay.
Can I assess like the behavior of that bigger one?
Is that a Chinese Dodo?
They all seem to have an intent, and they are staring at you, actually. They're doing that whole bird twitch.
The bird twitch.
But none of them are giving off any extra stuff. They're looking at you.
Alright, I approach him.
Okay, how close are you willing to get to?
Just about like 15 feet away from him.
Okay, 15 feet away. One of the muted ones steps forward, clearing about 5 more feet.
I bring out Potato.
Potato. That was from the beginning.
Actually, yeah. It's interested. It hops forward a little.
And I just leave it on the ground and kind of walk back a little.
We'll need you to roll a animal handling check.
Animal handling check.
Befriend the Dodo. Completely different approach.
9
Yeah,
plus 1, 10.
It bites into it. Seems to be fine. The other 2 come and they just completely like scarf down the rest of this potato. And they look back at you, kind of like feeding the wild animals.
Oh, they're looking back at me like
Potato.
oh boy.
Feed me.
No potato?
1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4.
And I bring out the cookie and I go ahead and flick it like a frisbee into like the grass.
Okay,
My cookie.
okay.
After like showing it.
They swarm the cookie.
And
And
I like try to get him like I'm focused on Cookie and getting away from the camp.
I know what these sound like.
And I begin to just set up like some caltrops just to like bar the way.
Oh yes, because they do. Okay, so that buys you about, I don't know, a minute for the cow trapping. That's not it. Okay,
Shambles is not going to be happy what I did with that Cookie.
the two the muted dodos come back and run, and they will. So I got to figure out how the caltrop stuff works. They will run through the caltrops.
Run through the caltrops.
Trying to remember how much damage that actually then means that they're taking.
I think only a D4. Because I got a couple bags of those.
Oh, they have to do a dexterity saving throw. I don't think they're very dexterous. Let's hope.
Yeah, but they're smaller than other things tromping through there would be.
Okay, they get a bonus. Okay.
Like American Warrior, just
Go ahead and roll a caltrop damage.
Just like
I
there's
think it is a D4.
caltrops that are created for horses, a lot larger than your normal caltrops.
3.
Oh, they only take 1 point of damage. Okay, I'm sorry. They take 1 point of damage, and their walking speed is reduced to 10 feet. No, take 1 point for every 10 feet moved through, and their walking speed is halved. So the dodos, and they're making noises as they're walking all over this stuff, and you notice the purple one just completely walks straight through them. Let me see how that works in rolling. Has to. The dodo looks at you, and its eyes begins to spiral.
Spiral.
And I need you to. I don't know if you get to add anything to this. You have to do a spell save.
A spell save? Would that be
Yeah.
Arcana?
I don't know if that means. I don't think it rolls. You have to roll.
Yeah, it's probably a wisdom save or intelligence save.
Oh, no, using charisma. You have to add your charisma to the roll.
Your charisma.
Oh no.
The
Charisma.
Which I don't know how that. Yeah. I don't think you're.
That's
it's
saving
the
throw?
charismatic.
It is a spell save, yes.
14.
You just made it.
Nice.
You feel yourself slipping, and you notice that it has just cast a spell upon you.
Oh.
This is where I will have to kind of
Dodo.
put out the encounter.
The attack.
Where is that? The camp over there.
Hey, my dodo died. Yay!
Oh, campfire.
Someone's sleeping. You're out. He's sleeping. Let's see.
So, where will my character be?
It's wherever you think you would have been in position to the, I guess, the fire. It would have came in through here.
That's the enemy?
That's actually enemy closer, and then we'll get the dumber ones that I've currently taken. Caltropped.
I'd say about there.
Alright, so now that you know that it has moved and did its spell, it would be your action and your decision making. Or if you made tents, you you could put a different tint area, if you will. So mine was something.
Well, about the best I got is that for my tent, but it works.
Are you fighting Dodo?
It has currently cast a spell on him.
Or at least tried to.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dodo
That's no Dodo.
Yeah, Dodo.
I go ahead and am I able to use hand grenade?
Yes,
Why?
yes, you
I go
can.
ahead and cast it and like toss it onto the Dodo's face and it just grabs and right in the
The hand grenade freaking grabs his face.
It has to make a dexterity saving throw based on what your spell DC is.
a dexterity saving throw based on spell DC.
Yeah, which is 8 plus proficiency, 3 plus intelligence because you're a wizard.
Plus 3.
Okay, so that's a 18 plus 6. 8 plus 6, so that's a 14. It has to do on a dex save or just take half damage. It has failed, so go ahead and roll 5d4 plus. What was it?
5d4.
I forget what the plus was.
What's the radius of that burst?
We actually have very limited d4s because of
3.
Need more?
it's kind of only like radius of the 5 feet around it.
Oh, small burst.
It's a very small burst.
Some Dodo died.
Oh, this won't
13 damage.
13 damage. That is notable.
Man,
that
that's
is
overpowered.
loud though. Just a pop.
Oh. So it would be, but there's
Bop.
like the debris tinkling on stuff. Does anybody? I have a feeling that you're actually a very heavy sleeper for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, I would.
Anybody would consider themselves extremely light sleeper.
Or would you like to roll for sleep?
If you were a light sleeper, I would make you roll. I am considering
13. I think I'm really heavy sleeping.
I'm a heavy, yeah.
if it was loud enough, if they were screaming, I would make you roll for waking up. I don't know what you would add. I don't know if you would want to wake
I mean,
up.
you want me to wake up 13?
Because my background, I would. It's an odd enough sound, would be probably loud enough that it's like. Plus, I'm in a unsafe area.
Okay. So you will go.
I will be awake, but I'm not moving until I start hearing the pain scream. But I'll be easier react than others.
You still have one other action.
One other action to take.
That was a second level spell.
Unless the Dodo's
That was-
screaming out in pain.
Scorching ray.
You're like, more dinner?
Breakfast.
Lunch and dinner?
It won't last that long.
Nah.
What about snacks?
And after
Sure, we
it's
can feed you to
dazed by the after it's dazed by the explosion,
Give him the hand.
I'll go ahead
Give
and
the
use
Dodo
the vampiric touch
I know.
and like
funny. Hey, Dodo,
just grab it on the head and
grab it,
leech
he's-
life off of it.
Wielding it.
Oh, okay.
On the-
So you go ahead and do your leech life thing.
Okay, so
3d6.
Necrotic damage.
Yeah. Is there any save, or is it just because of the touch that it's just direct?
There's no save for it.
There's no save?
Doesn't look like it.
There's no one save?
Okay, that is 12.
Takes 12 points of damage. Due to your nature, and you know it's a spellcaster, do you consume a spell from it? You can only hold one spell via this.
I do.
I'm going to have you roll a d4
Right.
on which one of the spells you're yanking from it.
It's got 4 spells.
Well, we'll see.
1.
Okay. You drain its life and you take the spell enlarge/reduce. From it.
Enlarge/reduce.
You can enlarge or reduce something's size. And that is what's stored in yourself. Due to the leech's complicated thing. So those were your actions. You're saying you're holding stuff until you hear...
Until I hear... as far as I know, there hasn't been that much sounds of combat, but there has been odd sounds made. Unless it's screeching out massively.
You're going to then start hearing it going... And it's such weird gibberish that everyone has to now make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw.
You got 12.
I got 10 plus something.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
You're a druid.
10.
You're supposed to have it.
The
Three
saving,
wisdom.
my saving first plus 4, so 14 for
So
me.
13 for me.
So you had what? 14? You had?
13.
You had?
12.
You had?
9.
Okay, so everyone but Rails took 13 points of psychic damage as
Oh my.
How much is it? 12?
13 points of damage as this, and I am assuming because of the pain, everybody is now awake.
Yeah.
As it just had that just... You, though, took half, so it is going to be 6 points of damage because it's rounded down.
I showed you a mercy, and this is how you treat me.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'm beginning to get mad. But not quite there yet.
You took and gave him my cookie?
You don't know that yet. Well, you know I have the cookie.
My cookie. You know what happened last time that you messed with something of mine.
You know what's going to happen if my character gets mad now.
Oh.
And as a second action, it will, it is going to make like a swallowing sound. And
That's more like pure
going
Leather?
to have you go ahead and roll that.
what?
Let's see what we got. Oh, it is a misty veil with, like, light sparkle to it. That's all it is.
And you'll start seeing it's like the Aurora Borealis just suddenly falls onto things and
Do I see this when I'm waking up? Like,
yeah, you're seeing like pinks and greens and
Guillotines.
Pigs and greens.
So that thing had a large burst of that whatever psionic attack.
Man.
and that's the end of its turn. Now it is going to be
that Dodo's unwell.
That Dodo, what time?
it's Rails' turn again, and then it's going to go probably this way. Because I don't actually like initiative myself. I think it develops quite naturally.
That's why we call it, and you should have.
I should have considered initiative.
Or whatever else you were considering doing at the time.
And the jackalope goes ahead and like tosses me up like my whip, and I go ahead and strike.
Oh.
Are you still holding it?
Like, let's say it was like on the ground. I was like a show of like, I'm not here to harm him at first, but then like jackalope went ahead and like hit, just threw it up to me. And let's see, that is 12. Does that hit?
No, the forced wind ruffles his feathers, but it is not struck by your whip.
This is abnormal. So I have another action, right?
Yes.
Has the other dodos done anything? Like,
Actually, no. I guess they would flood. I don't know.
they fled?
I'll... Clearly this one is...
I didn't think about that. I'm so sorry.
Like, they've probably been slaughtered by that screaming of themselves, too.
Yeah, they probably, like, their heads just explode.
No, that would. Yeah, the scream would have totally
Pop,
killed
pop, pop.
Oh my goodness.
They didn't take psionic damage.
The dodos have
them. The other ones would have exploded. They're dead.
Now let me see what
That
I have
is
in my
not
bag
a
of
good
tricks.
dodo.
I go ahead and grab out the wand of hideous laughter and
Oh.
just dunk.
Does it have a
Just-
side effect? What was the side effect?
Well, yeah. Again, we have figured out that it does not seem to work with aminals. It has
Oh.
to be
Correct. It has to be an
intelligence of something.
Oh, and
Understand a joke.
to be able to understand, like, say a joke.
Wait,
Its intelligence is 10.
That could
That's
cause-
Commander.
Oh,
That's the Commander's baseline.
tell him a joke. What joke are you telling him? What did the dodo? Why did the dodo cross the road?
no. Which came first, the dodo or the stew?
The stew.
Yes. What is the joke?
What is the joke? Please.
That is a joke.
Why did the wicked flightless bird stand in my way? Because it desired death.
Did it laugh?
It's a spell. So
You tell it dad jokes and it'll laugh.
A d4 of damage.
Yeah. Was it,
2.
wasn't that to yourself?
Yeah, to
Because
myself.
it wasn't good. And I was just laughing.
Did the chef guy get alerted too?
Yes, but yet again, this is the turn immediately after. So it would.
Where would he be? Because this is also him.
I don't know where. Where is Roland?
I don't know either.
Where did you camp? There's tarps and
Well,
stuff.
I mean, I guess I'm here.
With me.
So
On the
Jackson,
horse. On the horse.
and it would be your turn.
No,
I'm
on the
assuming
cow.
that you're laying down, so
On the horse.
prone
That's a horse.
I
to
was
movement.
ready for anything, but not that. And I don't know what the light situation is
There,
out here.
the fire is still there. To
Yeah,
illuminate.
but
Like-
how much of the area is it lit up? And with the color changes,
well,
how does that affect
with good lighting, I would assume that at least from the edge of this, that you would have perfectly
So
good
I
lighting.
could see him with a bird in his hands.
Well,
Well, I just tapped it on the beak with a stick and hurt myself and started laughing.
okay.
That's all you can tell.
This is the Dodo thing.
Where's the danger?
This is the danger. This thing is not right. It's different.
Special needs. Slap him around.
I love
Hold him down, I'll slit his throat.
Oh.
I don't think I have good enough strength to really contest it,
Wow.
but I can try.
I'm not to that
Well,
point.
it would
Yeah, I
be.
know.
That's taking consider getting up.
That's a
moving.
wonderful sign, man.
Okay, so get up and movement. That's probably.
Yeah, that's why I only move like 20 feet.
So, Roland, what are you doing?
Oh, wait a minute. It was minus.
You staying asleep after?
The damage is
Oh, no,
minus my charisma, so I actually only took 1 damage from that.
Oh, you have good
So I
charisma.
have to fight with
I have
Dodo.
Get up.
1.
It's in movement.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
You walk right near him. You're gonna just completely surround that sucker.
Yeah.
Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20 feet.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
are just jumping and
That is your
maniacal
movement.
laughing
And
bird.
that's
I'm gonna slash him with my sword.
get up as prone because you're sleeping. You did not put on any armor, did you?
Nope.
I have
You slept in your armor. That's good. Okay.
I
You can do that. Doing it for your date would be a little weird. You slept in armor? That must have been really uncomfortable.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm a
Now
paladin trained for any occasion. I'm
I'm
used to
reminded
it.
of one
Come
piece
on, man.
D&D and that whole thing with
Duros sleeping in his armor.
Yeah,
I'm
Or
a
were you talking about the protection thing?
and that.
I
But
have my, taking it from Dragon Ball Bridge. I have my armor.
I was
Sorry.
wearing my armor.
Okay. Now it.
I was also wearing my armor.
You'll have an armor?
Yeah,
Heather
the
or some-
Reapers are seashell.
The seashell armor, yeah. The large clam.
You totally
I'm sorry. My mind went elsewhere.
Yeah. I know.
Seashell armor, that's all it is.
Okay. So
I
you can get up
armor.
I get up.
Well, seashell armor. That's all it covers.
in movement, which is,
What
what,
about
30
the
feet?
Bikini part.
Probably
I'm not
get
looking down that
adjacent
far. Oh, thank
diagonal.
you.
That would be
Like here or right here?
1, 2, 3,
Campbell,
4,
it's okay.
5 here. They're dead.
Yes.
I'm ready to freaking curb stomp this
See?
thing.
Shells.
All together now.
But now it is Dodo's turn.
Come on, let's
And
take
it
this thing.
um,
Can it?
bewilderedly turns around to everybody. Well, it doesn't even turn, just looking around.
That's
He's
bad.
making eye contact.
Oh,
Everyone's got to make a Constitution saving throw.
my
I'm
God.
ready to kick this guy.
I'm ready to kick the Dodo down. Like,
18.
Plus your Constitution.
7.
Okay, 18's a pass. 7 is not a pass.
14.
Plus 14 for my constitution, so.
Plus 14.
Well,
One
4. My bad. One more thinking.
You're a pass.
I got a 3.
So I pass.
Both of you have currently failed. You're gonna roll a d10.
A D10.
We're now confused.
Yeah.
Alright, so the 0 and this will be the 10.
No, that's not a D10.
This is it.
It was a 12.
I rolled a 12.
Like, actually 12. I
2 damage.
12.
Oh, I can. Okay, go ahead. You said 2. Okay.
Yep.
I got a 5. Wait, this is the 10, right?
Yeah, that's a 10.
Okay, got 5.
Okay, both of you have fell on. Cannot take a movement or an action this turn, so your turns are skipped. You're currently befuddled as its natural magic as it stared you in the eyes.
I thought I was gonna slash somebody else.
That is a outcome,
Yeah.
but that wasn't what you rolled.
No.
So you have now, unfortunately, very confused as all this crazy lights. Oh, the light. It's not obscuring, but I guess when it pink shifts, it kind of.
I feel kind of confused. I want to attack Rails and Mr. Shambles
Oh.
with the hammer.
With the hammer.
What?
It summons again, taking damage.
That was even I could even roll that as not an action, but I'll roll it as an action. And it is going to use its beak to peck Rails, because it's the one that's been dealing with the most.
Yeah. Why you didn't kill it, Rails? Why are you doing this to it, Rails?
I threw a literal hand grenade at it.
Oh my God.
This is tough.
And a 13 does not hit. Beak hits the ground. You're
It's stuck in the ground.
yeah, just like because it's top heavy. That was its turn. Rails' turn, unfortunately, is befuddlement. Do you want to describe your befuddlement?
Your confusion.
Your confusion.
I'm just staring back at like the Dodo, and I stare back at the jackalope, and everything is just warping into different colors. It's like shrooms.
All right. So, Jackson, since you have not had the stupefying gaze,
Everyone's surrounding you.
Pulling out rapier, stabbing it.
okay.
How big is this Dodo?
It's actually a little bit larger. It's probably 3-4 feet.
I get advantage because
That's a chocobo right there.
one.
The chocobo.
I don't know.
It's a
With
sneak
advantage.
attack because I think it counts as
I
sneak
get
attack
sneak
because you
attack
have
because I
flanking.
yeah, I got other allies around it. But
You would
about
get
to
advantage
hit,
for
would it be? Do I roll 2d20 or 1d20?
You would roll 2 and take the highest.
Okay.
Man,
Natural 20.
it's feast for fanning with you.
Three
Okay,
20s tonight.
you hit it and you're doing double damage with whatever the damage gets rolled.
Well, rapier is 1d8, so that's 2d8s. And then, may I have 2 more d6s, please? I'll take the cool ones. For the sneak attack damage.
Those are bullets.
I shouldn't have taken the bullets.
No.
They did once.
That's 17.
Well, that's 17, 18, 19, 20 points of damage. Unless my modifier gets doubled as well.
I don't think the modifier does.
You
I
kill
think
it?
we modified it.
You kill it?
I know you want it.
It is
It's
for
so good.
the no one that knows that it is currently bleeding out, but it is still standing.
And I just look at you, like, just like dizzy-eyed, like, what did I say? What did I say? It's not normal.
You owe me 1,000 gold. That's what you said.
That's not I'm sitting there like
I'm rolling. I'm rolling to see if that actually goes through. 18. Like,
no.
no.
You're right. It was 2,000.
Oh.
You have a lot of money.
With me, I'm just like sitting there like no.
It's like,
Nah.
Alright.
Are we all
Next
talking
thing-
because we have a dodo in the middle?
Roland, you are currently confused and cannot move or attack. How do you describe your confusion?
I only have, like, 300 gold.
How would I describe the confusion?
Yeah. How do you describe you're unable to make a decision? What is your hallucination? You see, I don't know, Sonny's face on the dodo for a second.
I was like,
Just giggling to yourself.
Robo laughter.
It's like it transferred the laughter onto you.
Okay, so Shambles. You can act. What are you doing?
I equipped my sickle
Plus.
and then
Go ahead and roll.
slice 'em.
yeah.
Roll to hit.
It would be funny if you're like, I equip my potted cactus and just dump it on its head.
The cactus just
Because the dodo has really done nothing.
20,
It is plus proficiency, which
16 plus what?
is okay. That hits because you're going to have +3 and then the +2 because of the weapon.
Is there anything special with it?
Let me see verbatim. You do get a +2 to the damage. Plus.
Moon sickle at night. Ooh, in the Feywilds.
It become a lightsaber.
Glistening in the moonlight.
Glistening.
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 So it turned into a hot dog. Gotcha.
Glistening.
It turned like Napa.
The only bonus is if you're casting healing spells.
It became flaccid like a hot dog.
Okay, and you also get a +2 to the damage, but
I'm very sly.
Glistening.
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 I guess roll the damage. Does it even say?
I'll be the damage as a normal sickle, unless it has something special.
Oh, it does not say.
Oh, you kill it. It doesn't say anything.
It's not useful. I gotta go find the
Look for the
signal.
damage of a food item, like a hot dog.
Damage. Something that would have probably got Little Dan like really bad.
Should be 1d4 or 1d6.
Yeah, it's 1d4. Yeah, it's just 1d4.
Yeah.
1d4, and then you're gonna add the 2. So it's gonna do 2
That's
damage.
an 8.
I guess whatever the mod is. It's not a finesse weapon, is it? Jeez.
Oh yeah, it's the triangle.
Yep.
It's a caltrop.
Yeah.
It's the triangle.
Pyramid, actually, but.
Yeah.
Maxed it.
4. So it's done 6, and I'm trying to figure out what it has. If it's strength or dex. What is your strength?
It should be strength. It's not a finesse weapon.
No, that's not finesse.
People wish it was.
Now, if it was a scythe, I would say
It
there's some
shows a
finesse.
15
Because
plus
I don't
2.
think you can. You need some.
It does not,
No, it should be
actually.
easy.
Plus 2, so you're going to do it 8.
Yeah.
What do you think, Casey?
8 points of damage to the dodo. That was one action. What is your second action?
Be more with fingers.
Slice it again.
Because
Okay,
yours,
go ahead and take another attack.
You're not turning it as much as you would.
So that would be
17.
like
And
I'll-
then.
I'll-
17 works.
halberd.
But that's a 5. So
Nothing large is ever finesse based.
and then it goes to the dodo's turn, and the dodo
Calls upon its.
oh crap! It could. Oh yeah, it's gonna. Well, how long does hideous laughter last for?
How long does it last?
It should be 1 round per cast level.
1 round per cast level.
Okay, so it wasn't laughing for all that time. It can. It's going to go in gibbering mouth or like ha 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 ha.
But the problem is when it gets attacked, it has a chance to snap out of it.
Yeah.
But if it's just run around,
What's the chef doing?
It's sleeping.
if you want to know, he has currently got up and he is just staring at you guys like, "You got this, boys!" Like this is. He's cheering you guys on. You've clearly curb stomping this into the
He
ground.
doesn't care.
He's sitting over
This
there.
is normal.
Like, already looking at the cuts that we're making. Oh, that's perfect. cut
It's
right
normal, like we're
Oh
getting
no,
up
it's
a
my
dodo.
cut. That was perfectly great.
Go over there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he can't move.
yours-
We're right there.
there. Oh, yeah.
He's like, "You got this. It's
That-
fun." Yeah, it's going to go ahead.
Right there.
And it's going to gibber. Everybody got to make a wisdom save. You're a
17.
I got you.
past.
I got you.
8.
How many damage? How more confused I am.
How many?
So you said 8. Everyone but Shambles takes 12 points of damage. Shambles takes 6. As it gibbers. And then it goes in to do another beak strike to Rails. And fails. Just falls over.
I do snap at this point.